Hey there guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with another movie review or another video in my car. But I'm throwing a twist at it, guys. I'm shooting at night. I bet you guys didn't see that coming. Anyway, guys, yes, I am shooting another video in my car because I just know how much you guys love it. No, seriously, I can't shoot elsewhere for various reasons. But, guys, I'm throwing a twist. It is very, very late at night or early in the morning, however you look at it. It's like 3 in the morning, guys. I'm wide awake for some reason. I just got home from the movie theaters because I had seen 2 movies a couple hours ago. Now I'm shooting the reviews for them. And I'm shooting them outside in my car at night because I can't shoot in my normal surroundings because I live with people and they're sound asleep. And I just want to get these reviews done. And yes, as you guys know, I've been busy editing the film I'm working on. And the film that I'm currently editing is due this coming week. But I decided to take a little editing break this past Saturday because I wanted to, or today, this Saturday, April 24th, 25th, whatever the date is. I've literally lost track of dates. And I wanted to go to the movies and just see 2 new recent releases. And that's what I ended up doing. I'm so glad I did. One of the films I got to watch, the second film I watched was Unfriended. I saw these movies late, too. I didn't get out of the theater till like 1:30. Unfriended I saw, which a review for that is coming soon on my channel. And then the other movie, the first movie I watched, which is the movie I'm reviewing in this video, is Ex Machina. There you have it, guys. Ex Machina. Yeah, definitely, I was looking forward to this film. It was definitely anticipated for me. And I'm really glad I got saw. I'm really glad I got like a wider release. But yeah, I'm shooting my review for it here. Sorry about that, guys. But I can't shoot the review Sunday, you know, like during the day. I'm gonna be busy editing. I gotta shoot it now and just get it done, you know. Sorry about that. But anyway, so I'll get into like my life and like other things later on, or probably in other videos. What I want to do is talk about this movie in this review. Oh, by the way, digital copy giveaway. Long overdue. I know, guys. It's days old now. I'm sorry about that this is running so late. I'm just so busy with editing. I'm going to try to have it by the end of this week. I haven't even shot it yet, but I'm going to shoot the winners video, and you guys are going to get your codes. I'm so sorry it's taking this long. Anyway, back to the review. So, Ex Machina, guys, from what I got from it, is set probably in the modern day. And basically, there is this really popular, or basically the main search engine that we use, you know, to go on the internet, called Blue Book. And one of the programmers of this search engine network known as Blue Book is played by Domnhall Gleeson. His character's name is Caleb, and he basically wins this sort of like contest lottery thing that gives him the chance to travel to the completely lavish estate of the CEO of the company, the CEO who is played by Oscar Isaac in the movie. Now, Domhnall Gleeson's character goes up to this estate, and we learn that the CEO of Blue Book has created a robot with artificial intelligence. So it is very closely related to humans, or it is slowly masking humans, or the way we act and the way we think, because he's given it artificial intelligence. And the face of this robot, whose name is Ava, actually looks like a human woman. Everything from the face up looks like a woman. Everything down, obviously, there's wires and nuts and bolts. I'm kidding. And so basically, Oscar Isaac needs a human sort of like test to perform what is known as a Turing test. It's basically just, you know, you put a robot and a machine in the same room and see how they, you know, react with each other. He basically is performing these Turing tests, is what it's called, named after Alan Turing. As we all know, we just saw The Imitation Game. He's trying to see if this robot with artificial intelligence is ready to hit the world. You know, is this the next big technological breakthrough that he has come up with? Is the world ready for something like this? Can this robot actually act like a human? That's what he's trying to find out. But we find out that this android named Ava may actually know some things about Oscar Isaac that Domhnall Gleeson doesn't know, and maybe Oscar Isaac isn't who he says he is, you know? So then you have that dynamic going on in the film, and that is the plot behind Ex Machina. Now, guys, I got really pumped for Ex Machina going into the film, mainly because this film was distributed by the very, very lucky distribution company that has just been on hit after hit after hit. The distribution company known as A24. Now, I have always meant to do, I wanted to do a spotlight video weeks ago on A24. I really wanted to, because they have been on such a roll lately. Last year, in 2014, they distributed Enemy, Lock, Under the Skin, and A Most Violent Year, which also starred Oscar Isaac. All 4 of those films cracked my top 20 list. So naturally, I really wanted to see Ex Machina. I got really excited for it. Before I even saw the trailer of the movie, as soon as I saw it was going to be released by A24, I knew I wanted to go see it. It's one of their first big releases of the year, and I gotta tell you guys, Ex Machina sure as hell does not disappoint, because it is by far one of the coolest movies I have seen all year so far, and yeah, definitely one of the best I've seen. And I know a lot of people going into the movie are going to be like, oh god, not another sci-fi film about a android who has artificial intelligence. How many movies have we seen like that before? I know it's not an entirely original concept. We've seen it before, and you're going to walk in this movie saying the same thing. And you're also going to say this movie is probably going to end in one of 3 ways, and it's not going to make it as exciting for me. But I kid you not, guys, this movie will completely throw you off course. It will subvert your expectations. You will think that the movie even sets you up for thinking that it's going to end a certain way, and entirely just throws a complete 180 and just goes an entirely different route. And I'm not saying that this movie is like this pulse-pounding thriller, but what this movie is a really dazzling, breathtaking film, not only in terms of visuals and what they pulled off with shooting locations, in terms of where they shot the movie, and in terms of the visuals effects that they did use in the film. But this is a breathtaking film in terms of story, in terms of what the film is trying to say, what the film really is all about when you break it down, you know, what all the human characters stand for, what does the artificial intelligent robot stand for, you know, and all of that. And I really don't like using the word robot. Everywhere, every person online is like using the word android, so, but I don't know. I'm just going to use a robot. Sorry about that, guys. That's just what I'm going to do. And that is what honestly just kept me so invigorated with this film. It kept me so engaged. The plot was so intriguing, and it just set me up for what I thought was just going to be the most blandest, predictable ending ever, but it completely throws a 180, and this film has given me by far the best ending to a film in 2015 so far, but also one of the best endings I've seen for a film in a while. The last couple movies I've seen. I mean, it's one of those endings, it's just so not even emotionally satisfying. It's so visually satisfying. You know, in a visual sense, it's appealing, and it just blows your mind. This is one of those movies, you're going to walk out of it, you're just going to start thinking about it and thinking about it as you've seen it. And it just will get better and better as you think about it. You connect the pieces and everything. You know, it's not one of those sci-fi movies that has to have giant action set pieces and, you know, like tension, real action moments with gun battles and everything. It's one of those very quiet, very dramatic action films, sci-fi films. It's actually a dramatic sci-fi film for about the majority of it. Then it gets really intense towards like the 3rd act of the movie. It becomes like a sci-fi thriller, and that's honestly what I really liked going on. And there's this whole element of mystery throughout the film. Is Oscar Isaac's character who he says he is? Is Ava, the artificial intelligence android, is she telling Domhnall Gleeson's character the truth? You know, like, you know, can Oscar Isaac's character really be trusted? Or is he telling like a bunch of lies? We don't know. And Yeah, and then, but you're asking yourself, wait, is she like emoting the way he thinks she is? Like, is she, you know, like, really, you know, who she is coming off as him, you know? She, at one point in the film, without spoiling anything, you know, she is starting to develop these, like, emotions and everything, and we're starting to wonder, are these emotions real? Is she pretending things? And that is when this film just really soars. It brings up all of these questions and all of these different possibilities. And you're like, oh, the movie's going to end that way. It's going to end that way. I don't know which way it's going to take. And then it takes a completely different turn from what you thought was going to happen, completely surprise you. And that's what I love about this movie. Now, what I want to get into real quick are the performances. They're excellent. All three leading central performances are on fire. Domhnall Gleeson is very good in the movie. I haven't seen much of him. I'm probably saying his name wrong, by the way. I haven't seen much of him. I don't know much about his filmography, but he was pretty good in the movie. You know, he's just like the quirky, like, you know, like quiet guy who's like drawn into this whole thing and gets really invested into this, android and wants to honestly help her out because he feels she's endangered because of Oscar Isaac's character. Oscar Isaac, who does a very good job channeling his drunken side of his character, along with this side that, you know, this like mysterious side. You're like, I'm not sure if I can trust this guy. He's like, oh, I don't know if is this like the kind of, is he playing like the type of douchebag you can't trust? You know, like, or is he like a straightforward guy who's very intelligent but has his moments of like drunkenness, you know? And I just love that. And Oscar Isaac, man, the guy's going places. And last but not least, I gotta look at the poster. I don't want to butcher this girl's name. Alicia Vikander. I think this is like one of her big breakthroughs. She's playing Ava. Because, you know, it's a real human face, so that's her face. And I don't know how they did that. Obviously did that with CGI or visuals, visual effects, but she's excellent. She has to play this android who's like experiencing human feelings and emotions, like as she spends more and more time with Domhnall Gleeson, and the looks, and she nailed everything in facial expressions and how she's supposed to react to certain things. Her reactions are what absolutely sell her performance, and it's so convincing. All of these performances are convincing, and all of them worked extremely well, and that's one thing I absolutely loved about this movie. Apart from that, the film is incredibly directed by Alex Garland. This is his first directorial debut. He's the screenwriter. He wrote Dread, which came out a couple years ago, which was also good. And he wrote and directed this film. So it's his directorial debut, and man oh man, is it an impressive film to launch your directorial career. The film looks great in terms of how it was shot. Cinematography is excellent. Where they specifically shot the movie is just gorgeous. The sweeping shots of the estate with all the land and the trees, it just looks freaking gorgeous, guys. I'm not kidding you. It really looks gorgeous. Getting back to the cinematography, the use of wide shots looks so clean, you know, like swift panning movements. I love all of that with this film. The film was very well edited. Not once did it feel like slow or anything. It had a very nice pace to it. There's probably like a slow moment or two in the beginning, you know, just between Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson, because those moments aren't as nearly as fascinating as probably some of the moments between Domhnall Gleeson and Ava, the artificial intelligence android. But the score is incredible, and above all, what really got me with this movie is the writing. The writing is perfect for me, guys. It is a movie that says so much about how far we are going as a human race with technology, and just how far we could go, pretty much. The last shot of the movie is just breathtaking. I just sat there in awe and just looked at the screen, and I'm like, I was like smiling. I was Ah, I love the last shot of the movie. I love the ending of the movie in general. One of the best endings I've seen in a very long time. The script, the screenwriting's incredible. It builds that slow tension until we get to that third and final act where everything erupts. You have no idea what specifically is going to happen, and then all the crap hits the fan, and it's just so exciting, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat without a doubt. It's dazzling to look at. The visual effects, all of that works so damn well with this movie. And again, as I said, the main message about how we as humans have taken technology so far, and how, you know, we're going to one day be in the place where this movie is. And it's basically, the movie is basically, it's a sci-fi film that is sort of like a commentary on technology and humans, how integrated we both are, and how similar we both are in a way. And that's the type of sci-fi film this film is. It's not a sci-fi action film. It's a sci-fi sort of, not psychological, it's a sci-fi dramatic film with great thrilling moments in it that really makes you think and really has a message. Most of these films that get distributed by A24 have some sort of message, some deep message that you just love to analyze, and that is what I loved doing with Ex Machina. I loved analyzing everything, and it's one of those movies that just works so well like that. But yeah, it says so much about where humans are going, and it's really scary, but it's like it shows that we've already gone this far with technology and with our own creations. And it shows that, honestly, one day there's not going to be a difference between human and technology with the advancements we've come up with. And it's just a really exciting look to see what one day could be, you know, for us in reality. And that's what I love about Ex Machina. That's why this is a brilliant film. I love it. 9 out of 10 for me, or an A-. Definitely recommend you guys check this one out. It opened wide, so it should be in your theaters. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't, if I had to pick anything to complain about this movie, again, it would probably be there was a couple slow moments, not repetitive beats, but just like more drawn out moments between the character of Caleb and Oscar Isaac's character. And other than that, everything else worked for me with this film. Everything else did. I was really blown away by how amazing the third act was, and just how the twists, the ending, just perfect. It's just what I wanted from this movie. Completely unpredictable, and it just brought me to a place, and I just felt good watching this movie. So anyway, guys, that's all I have to say about Ex Machina. 9 out of 10, A-. Highly recommend you check this one out. One of the best movies I've seen in the year so far. What did you guys think of it? If you've seen the movie already, let me know down below in the comments. And thank you so much for watching my review, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.